The story of the Titanic begins in the bustling shipyards of Belfast, Ireland. In the early 20th century, the Harland and Wolff shipyard was a hub of innovation and ambition, a place where man dared to dream bigger, to build larger, and to defy the very limits of nature. Amidst the clanging of hammers and the hissing of steam, a titan was born, the RMS Titanic. The Titanic was not just a ship, it was a testament to human ingenuity. Its construction was a marvel of its era, employing state-of-the-art technology and the finest materials. The hull, a colossal structure stretching almost 900 feet, was held together by over 3 million rivets. The ship's heart, its engine, was a powerhouse capable of propelling this mammoth vessel through the harshest of seas. But the Titanic was not all brawn, it was also a symbol of luxury and opulence. From its grand staircase adorned with intricate carvings and gleaming chandeliers, to its lavish first-class suites, the Titanic was designed to impress. It was a floating palace, a beacon of elegance and refinement that drew the admiration of the world, as its construction neared completion. The Titanic was hailed as unsinkable. Its double-bottomed hull and 16 watertight compartments were believed to make it impervious to disaster. This claim, bold and audacious, fueled the public's fascination and excitement. The Titanic was not just a ship, it was a symbol of progress, a testament to mankind's triumph over the elements. On April 2, 1912, the Titanic set sail on its maiden voyage amidst a flurry of fanfare and celebration. Thousands lined the docks, waving handkerchiefs and shouting cheers as the behemoth of steel and iron pulled away from the shore. It was a moment of pride, a moment of joy, and a moment of anticipation. As the Titanic disappeared into the horizon, none could foresee the tragedy that lay ahead. Despite the Titanic's grandeur and technological advancements, it was a ship fraught with fatal flaws. As we peel back the layers of this maritime marvel, we uncover a series of shortcomings that, when combined, crafted the blueprint for an impending catastrophe. Let's start with the lifeboats. The Titanic was capable of carrying in excess of 3,000 passengers and crew, yet it was outfitted with a mere 20 lifeboats. That's enough to accommodate just over half of the ship's total capacity. This gross miscalculation was a result of outdated maritime safety regulations and a misguided belief in the ship's unsinkable status. Next, we turn our attention to the ship's compromised bulkhead design. The Titanic was divided into 16 watertight compartments designed to seal off in the event of a breach. However, these compartments were not fully sealed at the top. This meant that if too many were flooded, the water would simply spill over into the next, much like an ice cube tray. Then there was the ship's hull. While the use of riveted steel plates was standard for the era, investigations after the sinking revealed that the iron rivets used in certain parts of the Titanic were of substandard quality. This made them more susceptible to damage upon impact, a weakness that would prove fatal on that fateful night. Lastly, we must consider the crew's lack of preparedness. Despite being equipped with the latest navigational tools, the crew was not adequately trained to use them. This, paired with the lack of binoculars in the crow's nest, severely compromised their ability to spot dangers in the ship's path. Each of these flaws, on their own, may not have sealed the Titanic's fate, but together they created a perfect storm of disaster, a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. These oversights, though seemingly minor, would soon lead to one of the worst maritime disasters in history. A tragedy foretold, yet ignored until it was too late. On the night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic met its untimely end in the frigid waters of the North Atlantic. The evening had been calm, the sky filled with countless stars. The sea, smooth as glass, reflected the moonlight, creating an illusion of tranquility. The ship, in all its grandeur, continued its journey, oblivious of the impending doom. A distant, icy silhouette lurked beneath the surface, invisible against the pitch-black night. The Titanic, moving at full speed, was on a collision course with this iceberg. The ship's lookouts, perched in their crow's nest, were the first to spot the danger. However, their warnings came too late. The ship's size and momentum made it impossible to avoid the iceberg, and the Titanic struck its deadly adversary. The impact was less dramatic than one might imagine. A slight shudder ran through the ship, easily dismissed by many as a minor disturbance. But below decks, the reality was far more severe. The iceberg had punctured the ship's hull, and icy seawater began to flood the compartments. Despite the ship's design to withstand flooding in some of its compartments, the damage was beyond what the Titanic could handle. The unsinkable ship was, in fact, sinking. The crew, in a desperate bid to save the ship and its passengers, worked tirelessly, but their efforts were in vain. The lifeboats, insufficient in number due to design oversight, became a scarce resource. Panic ensued. Lives were irrevocably changed, and humanity was tested in the face of unimaginable horror. As the last lifeboats were launched, the ship's stern rose into the air. The Titanic, once a symbol of human achievement, was now a testament to human folly. With a final groan, the ship split in two, plunging into the icy depths. In less than 3 hours, the unsinkable Titanic was lost to the depths of the ocean. A chilling reminder of the cost of complacency, the tragedy of the Titanic continues to echo through the annals of history. The sinking of the Titanic left a wake of devastation and grief, but it also sparked a storm of controversy and questions. As the icy waters of the North Atlantic closed over the wreckage, the world grappled with the enormity of the disaster. Over 1,500 lives were lost in the tragedy, making it one of the deadliest peacetime maritime disasters in history. The aftermath of the disaster was marred by inadequate rescue efforts. The Carpathia, the first ship to arrive at the scene, was not equipped to handle such a massive rescue operation. It wasn't until hours later that the full scale of the disaster was realized. This delay, combined with the lack of lifeboats on the Titanic itself, contributed to the high death toll. In the wake of the tragedy, the British and American governments launched inquiries to investigate the circumstances of the sinking. These inquiries spotlighted the Titanic's design flaws, the insufficient lifeboat provision, and the ship's high speed despite iceberg warnings. However, many believed that these inquiries were insufficient and that key details were overlooked or suppressed to protect the reputations of those involved. This has led to numerous conspiracy theories surrounding the sinking. Some suggest that the Titanic was intentionally sunk for insurance purposes, while others believe that the ship that sank was actually the Titanic's sister ship, the Olympic, disguised as the Titanic as part of an elaborate insurance scam. While these theories lack concrete evidence, they continue to fuel the mystery and intrigue surrounding the disaster. The sinking of the Titanic also brought about significant changes in maritime regulations. The International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea was established in 1914, setting new standards for safety on board ships, including adequate lifeboat provision and regular safety drills. Even over a century later, the sinking of the Titanic continues to captivate and intrigue us, a testament to the enduring power of this tragic tale. The Titanic story is more than a tale of disaster, it's a lesson in humility, complacency, and the cost of human error. As we delve deeper into the depths of this historical event, we uncover a wealth of knowledge etched in the cold steel of the ship's remains, carried forth by the chilling waves of the North Atlantic. The Titanic tragedy teaches us the value of preparedness. In an era of technological marvels, we're often lulled into a false sense of security, forgetting that nature remains a force to be reckoned with. The Titanic, with its inadequate lifeboats and flawed design, stands as a stark reminder of the disastrous consequences of underestimating the unpredictable forces of the open sea. The disaster also underscores the importance of safety. The Titanic set sail with grandeur and promise, but beneath the veneer of luxury, it was a ticking time bomb of negligence and complacency. The ship's downfall serves as a sobering reminder that safety should never be compromised for the sake of prestige or profit. Moreover, the Titanic disaster led to significant changes in maritime safety regulations. The International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, born from the ashes of the Titanic, established stringent safety protocols for vessels, ensuring that no ship would ever again set sail without enough lifeboats for all aboard. This tragedy served as a catalyst for change, transforming the maritime industry and making sea travel safer for generations to come. But perhaps the most profound lesson from the Titanic is one of humility. The ship, deemed unsinkable, was a testament to human ambition and technological prowess. But its sinking was a grim reminder that even our greatest achievements are not invincible against the forces of nature. As we remember the Titanic, let us honor those lost by ensuring such a tragedy never repeats itself. In the echoes of its legacy, let us find the courage to confront our mistakes, the wisdom to learn from them, and the resolve to create a safer future for all.